Hello, my neighbor. I have been seeing a lot of things on the internet and just wanted to make a comment pointing to Genesis because that's where we're at. And I believe that Genesis explains human beings quite well from the testimony of Moses from God because all scripture testifies of God and it explains things when we have questions, in my opinion. It is because there is confusion. And the scripture says the living God is not the author of confusion. So, when you have confusion, it means that it is not from God. And God also, in the scriptures, says that He rewards those who diligently seek Him. So, may we diligently seek Him, my neighbor. So, what I wanted to point out is that when God made Adam, He says that He formed him and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and he became a living being or a living soul. So, souls, living souls, all humans have a beginning when God breathes the breath of life into your lungs. For God molds all of us, and we become living souls. So, every human has a beginning, and that is when we have the breath of life. And in my opinion, that is at conception when God forms us in our mother's womb. And then another thing that stood out to me while I was hearing this is that when Adam and Eve are cast out of the Garden of Eden, they're when they sin, they are cast out from the presence of God. And there is also another thing that God says of why they are cast out away from the tree of life. And it says, Then the Lord said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. And now he might reach out his hand and take the fruit from the tree of life and eat and live forever. So, apart from the tree of life, you do not live forever. And the tree of